You good?
That's for
you get off Instagram.
That is for that's for the TBNT Instagram. She's just now following it.
You're in trouble.
Do you know?
Tim's mad that you're just now following it, and I'm mad that you're on Instagram.
Do you know how long this Instagram has been up?
Do you know how long this Instagram has been up? A long time, she says.
What?
She said a long time. She knew it was up.
She just subscribed to the channel too. Kirk, are you subscribed?
I don't have Instagram.
Are you subscribed to the YouTube?
Yes.
I'm okay with it.
I tried. If you want to hear my most boomer rant, get me talking about Instagram. I tried it for like 10 minutes because it's where all my kids put all their pictures. I tried it.
Let's go. I hate social media of all kinds. Go on your boomer rant.
It's a garbage app. Like you go on, I just want to see somebody's pictures, and I go look at all this other stuff, and then what is the point of having like a picture that's only our video that's only up for like a day and then it goes away?
Yeah, I've never understood the whole story thing.
That's so stupid. Like, and it's like I'm trying to find like I said, I followed like the only people I really followed were my wife and kids, and I go on and I try to find one of their pictures, and I go look at like 18 people that they follow to somehow hopefully stumble upon their page.
Anna is now commenting on the posts on Instagram.
Get off Instagram. It's poison for the mind, but follow us on Instagram.
Please.
No, we are trying to branch out with social media because in this day and age, like that's how you market, and that's how you spread the word.
Yeah,
but I still hate it more than anything. I think it's poison for society, and that is not an exaggeration.
Oh no, I mean I agree, and I love the poison. I'm on Twitter way too much, yelling at people. It's great. And I drink the poison too. So like,
just think of all the time you could be doing other things.
I'm usually on Twitter when I'm on the can.
Read a book.
Read a book.
Gain knowledge.
I do gain knowledge.
No, you lose knowledge when you do that.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, honestly, the only social media site that I genuinely do enjoy, I would say 80-20 in the sense that I enjoy it more than I dislike it, is Facebook. And that's purely because my family is very spread out and my family does share a lot of stuff. And it's not in the sense of like life stuff. It's like just pictures and shit that it's nice to see those things. But
I purely have Facebook so I can communicate with the people in this.
Yes, that is the main reason.
If we're friends on Facebook, spoiler alert, I probably have you unfollowed because I just, no offense to anyone who's going to take personal offense to this, I don't need to see what you're posting. I just don't. It does not affect my life in any positive way. If you want to tell me, if you want to have a conversation with me and tell me the good things that are happening in your life, that sounds cool. I'll listen to that.
I
don't need to see this fake online version of yourself that you are trying to promote to the world. I want no part in it.
Boom.
That goes for everything. It goes for Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, literally everything. And screw the person who decided to make everything into a social media. LinkedIn, why can't I get a job without being good at social media? Because that's all LinkedIn is. It's a professional social media site. Letterboxd, let me just watch movies. I don't give a shit what Tim has to say about them.
I don't write many.
I do, but that's why I asked him to his face. I don't read what he writes on whatever.
That's true.
I like reading your reviews.
Thanks. Hey, Kirk, speaking of movies and Letterboxd, you have garnered some flack over the years for, I don't want to say hot takes because I don't think they're hot takes. You just have, would it be safe to say you have high standards?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And so you grade on a scale that you've created. And so a movie for me that might be like a 4.5, like really close to perfection. It might be a 3 for you. doesn't mean you necessarily hate that movie. You just grade it on a scale that's different than the way that I would grade it. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, people look at my scale and they're like, "Oh, you hate movies. Look at this. You only have, so many at 5 stars." But what you understand is, like, I can guarantee you, if you have like a ton of 5-star movies, I have 4-star movies and maybe even some 3.5-star movies that I enjoy as much as you enjoy some of your 5-star movies.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
But it's just a matter of, and again, if I could go back and restart my letterbox from scratch, I'd do it differently because it's just a hassle to deal with people. But like, yeah, I think I have like 25-star movies now, and for me, that's just like, okay, here are the 5-star movies. Does this movie hold up to that?
Yeah,
And again, it's nothing. Like I said, 4.5 is great. Four stars is great. 3.5 is usually really good. Usually anything from four up is something that has really impacted me and I really enjoy. So yeah, I mean, I get it's everybody's different. You look at Mike Hanley's and he has a different scale of doing it, and that's how he wants to do it.
That motherfucker gives 5 stars to everything.
Yeah. So I mean, again, my thing is, if I see a scale, if I look at your rating scale and it goes this way or it goes this way, then I really don't know how seriously I can take your opinions when I read them, because you either hate everything or you love everything. You want to have that nice little pyramid, you know what I mean? That's what you look for. Because I mean, most things are just okay. Some things are really awesome and great. Some things really suck, and most stuff lands in the middle.
Now,
and I think what's that?
I said now I'm gonna go and look at my my spread.
I think most stuff is bad.
Ooh, it's a pyramid. It's literally 5 and 1, 2, because I don't do half stars, so it's like 5 and 1, 2 and 4, and then 3.
Is the one? I assume it's like 5 on the left and 1 on the right.
It goes no.
Yeah, if you're looking at it, one's on the left and 5's on the right.
One's on the left, and so mine would be like a slide.
And that's fair. But I mean, my problem is that there's this whole attitude that, like, everything, you have to like everything. It's like that kind of like toxic positivity where everything is great and every movie is just fantastic, and you can't say anything bad about any movie. And I just don't buy into that. And if you do, that's cool. But I just don't feel like, I think it's okay to criticize. And, that you always have things like, well, movies are so hard to make that any movie that gets made deserves to be credited for it.
I think it is, if you are able to make an entire movie and release it, and it gets like a wide release or even like a limited release in theaters or on a streaming platform, like you were able to sell your movie, you deserve the credit for being able to do that.
Yeah.
And then I deserve the credit to be able to tell you if I think it's shit. For example, Malcolm D. Lee directed Scary Movie 5. Congrats. I watched it last night. Yeah. It's shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a 1-star movie. Goodbye. Sayonara. Peace out.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's terrible.
And it just, I mean, like, you're like, well, movies are really hard. Well, so what else hard is brain surgery. But I don't. If I'm sitting on a brain surgeon's slab, I don't want people to be like, just do your best. It's hard, and if you fail, you'll still get credit for it. You know what I mean? And also, it's they say how hard it is to get movies made. So it's like, yeah, but you have the opportunity to make a movie, and you're going to waste it on that script or that cast. You know what I mean? Like, do better. If you have that rare opportunity to make a movie, do better. So yeah, I don't think there's any problem to holding filmmakers to a higher standard than just get it made.
It's funny that you say you see that a lot. What I have been disheartened by more recently is just overwhelming negativity in the face of things that don't need to be so negative.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense of, like, a great example is I watched American Sniper the other night. Not a phenomenal movie. Did it deserve all the Oscars that it was nominated for? No, I don't think so. I gave it 4 stars because I watched the movie. I consider myself a pretty patriotic person. I enjoyed the movie. I don't know the true story of Chris Kyle. I just watched the movie. I enjoyed it, and I liked the movie. And then I go to the reviews, and it's all just like, this didn't happen, so this movie's shit. It's too patriotic, fuck America, like, that type of stuff. And it's just like, holy shit, like, I just liked the movie. The one I always go back to too is like Jurassic World. Not a great movie. I loved it because dinos are cool and they eat people. Is in Dominion it really fucking stupid that the main plot revolves around locusts that want to like eat the plants and shit? Yeah, that's dumb. But I liked it when the dino jump up and it goes rawr and it does the thing. And so I like movie. So, but then like all the reviews are like, you liked this? How dare you? Go to hell, you vermin. And it's like,
so I'm against that.
Yeah.
I'm against not being okay with someone who has a different opinion than you. Like, I hope throughout my ranting, I have made it clear that like you all are perfectly entitled to your opinion.
Yeah, well, that's how I feel. It's
but
like,
I'm going to come out and say this is freaking dumb, and if it doesn't get better, I'm not going to see your next Dino movie.
Sure,
and you're not going to be able to make any more.
Well, that's my point. Is like I will watch all the dinos because I think they're cool. And like Nick and I have talked about this. We talked about it in like our Brave New World review. Like, Nick has really disliked a lot of most of post Endgame Marvel to the point where he like got rid of his Disney Plus subscription. So like, but like I've enjoyed a lot of it. And I'm going to go see anything made by Marvel pretty much forever because I just like Marvel. Even if it's bad, I'm going to go see it. And some people aren't like that. Like Nick's not, it is what it is. But yeah, like the idea of just like overpraising or over bashing based on like semantic bullshit. Like I just,
no, I mean, I think I agree with you. It's just, you have to be like I didn't like Dominion at all. I gave it a bad review. I gave it a bad rating. But like, I'm not gonna be like, you're stupid for liking it. I may have a very small number of movies where if you like this movie, then I quite like, and I'm not even like insultingly, but like just in a generality, if I wonder what it is that sparks you like this movie. Like I said, it's a very small number of movies, but they exist. In general, though, like I said, like if you enjoy just watching dinosaurs run around and do whatever, that's fine. If that's good for you, that's good for you. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. Well, but like at the same time, like if you tell me, well, what's wrong with you that you don't want to watch this movie? You hate movies. You hate all this stuff just because you know whatever. It's just ridiculous either way.
It's like the whole that whole argument, similar argument, but we had this when Dominion was coming out, where I had this conversation with Scott Harvey where he basically said like, yeah, and then people jumped down my throat for being like a pretentious, like whatever, or Barr even has said that sometimes too, of like, people like for liking certain things too on the opposite spectrum, where it's the movies that like the Academy is giving like 100% and like everyone else, the normal or like the general audience finds boring and stupid. And you like that movie? Like, like my parents watched Conclave and my dad was like, that was a stupid fucking movie. I'm like, no, a good fucking movie.
So what you're talking about does happen a lot, but I also feel like a lot of people use that as an excuse. So for example, let's say we just saw Dominion, and Tim, you come to me and you go, wow, that was great. I really liked it. I should be able to say, oh, that's cool. I fucking hated it.
Correct.
A lot of people in your position in that scenario would say, this person's attacking me.
Yeah.
So that's like the other side of the coin is like, yes, it's bad to like to actually attack people for a difference of opinion, but also maybe you're not so secure in your opinion if someone disagreeing with it can cause you anger.
Sure. I think too, like to that point, maybe not. I don't know that I would use the word like I think you're on to something. I don't know that I would use the words like insecure of your opinion, but maybe just like, I don't know. Like I feel like maybe that is what
I would use that word pretty.
That's fair. I'm just thinking of like in my world, it's like if Kirk's favorite movie is The Godfather. I happen to love The Godfather, so phenomenal. Or is it Part 2, Kirk?
Actually, my favorite movie is Godfather's second now. Dog Day Afternoon took the #1 spot.
Beautiful
That
film.
was a great movie.
5-star film. But okay, so if I were to say to Kirk, like, I didn't really get it. It just didn't vibe with me. And Kirk got heated about that because it's his favorite movie. I don't know that I would say that like he's insecure in his opinion. But if I were to say to Kirk, did you see Mickey 17? And he said, yeah, it was pretty mid. And I went, what?
Well, I also think it depends on the context. Like, you two are friends.
That's fair.
Or if a random person, I guess in my fake scenario with Jurassic World, I was talking about two people who don't really know each other or don't.
That's fair.
Like, because yes, I can get justify. I can like actually get angry about a movie I like with a friend who I know at the end of it is still going to be my friend.
Sure. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, like me and my son like tear into each other for like we'll finish watching the movie and he hates it and I love it and we'll just go at it. But yeah, like,
but
like
when the conversation is over,
yeah,
neither one of you is thinking, "Oh my God, now our relationship is ruined."
Yeah.
I don't know. I heard that Sup Tea was on its way out of this.
But I think another issue what you're talking about, Nick, is I think we're all guilty of it to some level, but I think we kind of internalize this stuff too much. You know, we make it about us. Correct. And like if you don't like what I like, that's a referendum on me. Yeah. And I think especially when it comes to certain fandoms where people decide they plant their flag like this is my thing and I'm going to enjoy all of it no matter what. And if you choose not to, and if you say that, like if you're like I'm going to like all Star Wars. I know people like anything Star Wars puts out, I'm going to love proactively. Okay, whatever. But when it becomes like, you know, if you don't like anything like Star Wars, then you're a problem. You know, and I think we kind of it's like that. Like people get territorial with this stuff, and it becomes, you know, more about them than it does the movie.
Well, it's like that with everything in life, isn't it? Like music, food,
100%. And that's what I mean about it. And I think that all comes from insecurity, where if that's what you've tied yourself to, and now you are having a reaction like that to someone disagreeing because you've tied yourself to it, you're not very secure in it. So people used to make fun of me because my arms were hairy.
Are they? Let me see.
They're very hairy. It goes all the way up my hands. I'm like an ape.
You're like a creepy. Yes. Like, what's the word? They
were like this in 4th grade.
Nice.
Oh, wow. And people used to make fun of me for it, and I would go home and cry. I don't do that anymore. I've gotten more secure in my thing. If someone used to make fun of me,
because now you could beat up those people.
No, because because it's so like
I know.
Who gives a shit?
I'm just fucking with you.
Your opinion of my hairy arms doesn't change.
Doesn't mean
my hairy arms.
That's fair. That's fair. Plus,
and the only person entitled to your opinion about my freakish ape arms.
As long as Anna's okay with it, that's all.
Anna, we good? She said nope. That's tough. But you know what? I'm okay with it because I'm secure in my. And when I say ape, I don't mean like muscle wise because that's not even close, but like hair.
So the arms were hairy 4th grade. When did the beard grow in?
5th grade.
Wow.
Are you serious?
No, not actually. But like 9th grade.
Okay.
It was pretty bad in 9th grade, but like that's when I started like having a beard.
I still can't grow a beard.
I made a disastrous choice for junior prom and shaved it to like a goatee, but it was like a thin, like when you like.
I'm calling your mom for pictures.
When you like super trim your like to get it down super short, I did that and just made it a goatee. Worst decision I've ever made. Actually, who I took to prom that year was also a bad decision, but the goatee didn't.